today's golf lesson, we're looking at two key components that can make you achieve the golf of your dreams. I know I say that with a smile on my face, but we're looking at two great components that are going to help you play better, control the club face, control the path, control the direction of your shots, and help you also make great contact consistently. Consistent golf is kind of what everyone wants. We all want to play better ideally, but play consistently better is what we get asked for all the time as golf coaches. So keep watching today to learn these two key components that will change your golf. So we're looking at two key things, and these are two key things I would say that help do lots of things in the golf swing. I'm going to call this arc and flex. So we're talking about controlling the arc of the club as we swing through the hitting zone, and we're also controlling the flex in our body as we go through the hitting zones also. So we're trying to make sure we stay flexed, ideally flexed and right-sided. But we're trying to control those things through the hitting zone. If I stay flexed, I can control how the club interacts with the ground, how I measure the ground. If I'm too tall, I'm not going to reach the ground and therefore thin or top the golf ball. Or I'm going to have to extend my arms to make up for the fact that I cannot reach the golf ball. If I control my arc, I'm going to control the direction the club travels on. And in order to hit a straight golf shot, we need the club to be traveling on what we call an in to square to in path, or a circle, and the club face needs to be square to that path, or matching that path. If we want to hit a draw and into our path, the club face slightly closed, but open to the target, and a fade out to in with the face open to the path and close to the target. So basically, depending on what shot you want to hit, we can change this arc around to do what we want. But if we think of this, the golf swing virtually never runs in any straight lines. It's always working on an arc or a circle. So through the hitting zone, the club will be traveling on this arc like this. And you can see there, it's not on a straight line at any point. We talk about it being in to square to in, but realistically, the point of being square is probably, you'd struggle to measure on any camera. You'd have to have such high-tech cameras to be able to measure straight position. So if we always feel the club working on an arc, that's going to help us, or a circle, that's going to help us understand the arc of the swing. Now what I've got here is obviously this is parallel to my ball to target line, and I've got two yellow rods down here at any kind of random angle really, but they're both basically working on an arc is the key thing. Now if I wanted to make my arc bigger, I'd make these angles bigger. If I want to make my arc smaller, I'd make this angle smaller. The key thing is really what I want you to feel is we're going to be swinging the golf club, particularly in the downswing, on an arc, through an arc, and we're going to try and stay flexed or chest to the ground as we do it. That'll help us stop early extending, keep our tailbone back here and help us rotate. We're looking at those positions, so be bent over, stay in posture, keeping it on that arc at the same time. So I'd want you to do certainly a few practice swings where you'd feel that. If you want, take the club, put it across your chest, feel at this point on the arc, and points to the ground. Obviously, if it was in the air, I wouldn't be staying in my posture as much. When I do it here, physically, I can feel it a lot more in my lower back, for me, particularly. I don't have a great back. My back gives me some grief, so I can feel it definitely there. So those are the feelings we'd want to establish, not necessarily the pain, but certainly want to feel that we're moving our muscles maybe differently to before. Arc and flex. Now then I want you to hit some small shots where we try and feel we're maintaining those things. Feel like we're maintaining that flex and feel like we're swinging on the club on an arc. Let's have a go at doing that. And it doesn't have to be hard. It can be probably 50% of your power. That's a good place to start. So I felt I was trying to shadow the yellow lines. I felt I tried to stay in my posture, or in my flex as I call it. Now obviously, as I flex, the right shoulder is going to go more down. The shoulders will get to this kind of angle. I'm getting what we call right side bend. And in the backswing, to keep my flex, I'm getting what we call left side bend. So left side bend, right side bend. Basically chest, or heart as my friend Martin Chuck calls it, heart to the ground, heart to the sky. But obviously I've got right side flex there at the same time. These things help match it up and tie it up. We're looking to brush the ground as we do it. Obviously, if I can't brush the ground or make good contact in the position in the face, I'm probably too tall. And you can obviously video your swings to check back what you look like, but that's what we're looking for. We're looking for you to measure that ground every time. So if I just make a swing here and now again, trying to create that arc, and the divot there has a slight bit of curve to it. I'm creating that arc whilst trying to stay in that flex. That's really what I'd like you to have a go at. Controlling where you hit the ground and controlling the direction you swing the golf club on is going to give you a couple of key components: good contact and straight golf shots. So I hope you've enjoyed that look. There's two key components that can really change your golf depending on how well you do them already. If you have, please click like and also share the video. Hopefully you have some questions, hopefully you have some comments or feedback. I welcome them also, and also requests for videos, so put those down below in the comments box. I'd also like to invite you to follow me, join the channel, subscribe. It obviously costs nothing, and it means you get all my latest videos as they come out, and I try and post videos regularly. And I'm obviously trying to make sure that the direction of the channel or the videos are of a content that's going to help your golf, which is why the requests come in real useful, so thank you for them. So thank you for joining me today at the Forest of Arden. I hope to see you here very soon again. Take care and happy golfing.